something that you're still trying to unlock. So we're going to go through some basic progressions on how to develop the strength to get to that LSit, and also go into some progressions, like some more difficult progressions after you're able to do that LSit, and maybe you want to kind of take it to the next level.
LSits are one of those fundamental intermediate level movements that is kind of that passport that's going to bridge the gap to get into those more advanced movements. And you might not see the correlation at first when you're doing the LSit, but it's highly correlated to many skill movements. So even if you might not enjoy doing LSits themselves, they're definitely worth mastering just for the strength and skills you're going to unlock down the road.
And that's what we're going to call this series the Passport series, but let's get into our LSit progressions. First, you want to strengthen up your core. And for me personally, my favorite core exercises are either done on the pull-up bar or on the parallel bars. So this is going to be the beginner, this is going to be the beginner progression. It's going to be the hanging knee raises. So basically just get those knees to the chest. Try to have as little momentum as possible. Do not let those legs swing.
After you've mastered the hanging knee raise, you can do the dip bar knee raise. And just like in my dip tutorial on the beginner video we did, you want to focus on that scapular depression and maintaining that posture. So get into this position, knees to your chest.
So James isn't doing any swinging, it's no momentum. He's letting his core and all those other muscles do all the work.
And squeeze at the top. You can really feel it. Alright, for the hanging leg raises, you can go toes to bar, that's kind of a more advanced progression, or you could just do the LSit, that's what we're going to be focusing on in this video. But if you're having trouble and you're swinging all over the place, one of the issues can actually be your lats not being engaged. So if you can go from a dead hang position and just engage the lats a little bit, that's going to keep you a little bit more stable.
Once you do my toes to bar, James. Like on the pull-up bar, get back on these parallel bars, and then we're gonna do leg raises. It's a little bit more difficult, but same thing like James was saying, you gotta engage those shoulders and then bring those legs up. No momentum, all core work. Then you can kind of even play around with it and try to get even higher on it.
One of my favorite progressions for static holds are going to be the back supported. And you might not have this, and so it's okay to skip over this progression, but it's just great to get started with. I'm going to grab this bar up here, same as before.
Now kick those knees out for the LSit.
And if you want to go even more advanced, you're going to add a hollow body curl at the top.
Alright guys, so there's going to be a couple different versions of this LSit that you guys are going to want to do in terms of isometric holds. I'll show you guys the first one. Just a hanging LSit from the pull-up bar. The beauty of these LSits is that you can get into some more advanced pull-up exercises like LSit pull-up or LSit chin-ups. Both of them. And then once you get, in that big dog status, start doing those LSit muscle-ups like James.
Alright, the next progression is going to be the LSit on the PBars. There's two ways to do this. One is really going to focus on that core, and the other one is going to take a little bit more scapular strength and tricep strength. So you notice when people first start doing it, they're going to have a lot of forward lean, and this will actually make it harder on the core. So I'll give some of those. actually gonna take even more core strength than the other LSit. But the other LSit is gonna help build that scapular strength and help for a lot of your skill movements. So you're actually gonna lean back a little bit more in this one. The next movement we're gonna get into is the ground LSit. This one's gonna be very difficult, and a lot of times people struggle with that same scapular depression. I can lock my arms out here, but the difference to actually elevate, I'm gonna have to engage my core and then I have to depress my shoulders. And I'm still working on that one a bit. One way to make it a little bit easier if you have strong hands is actually go up on your fingertips to start out.
Alright y'all, that's it for the LSit tutorial. Those are our beginner progressions, you know, to level up, to get into that LSit. And then once you have that LSit down pat, you can start going into some more difficult and more progressive movements.
When you're adding these into your training program, I'd say throw these in towards the end of your workout. If you have a real hard shoulder workout coming up or a real hard back workout, I don't want you to fatigue your muscles too much, kind of burning it out on the LSit. Kind of throw this in towards the end, even if you have to do a little bit lesser of a progression.
For sure. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the video today. Hit up our website, highoctanecalisthenics.com. Subscribe to both of our channels and the main channel, of course. Growth Through Calisthenics is my channel. James is JZ Calisthenics. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. We'll holler at you guys later. Peace.